Assalamu alaikum, friends. Welcome to the Zero Excitements channel. Why did our lives become this boring? And why did it happen so quietly that we didn't even notice the moment excitement packed its bags and left without saying goodbye? There was no warning sign, no dramatic collapse, no single bad decision we can blame. It just slowly faded somewhere between school bags turning into office bags, friendships turning into WhatsApp groups, and dreams turning into maybe someday. As kids, boredom meant we had nothing to do, but as adults, boredom means we have everything to do and nothing we actually want to do. We wake up already tired, not because we worked hard, but because our minds never truly rested. We scroll through our phones half asleep, absorbing content we won't remember, laughing at jokes we've already seen 5 times, and somehow feeling more drained than before. We say we're busy, but if someone asked us what exactly we did all day, we'd struggle to explain it without sounding confused ourselves. Life didn't become harder, it became repetitive, and repetition is quieter than chaos, but far more exhausting. Weekends used to feel like freedom, now they feel like short breaks, meant only to prepare us mentally for Monday. Fun now requires planning, budgeting, confirming availability, and emotional energy. And most of the time we cancel, not because we don't want to go, but because we don't want to be tired afterward. We celebrate canceled plans like small victories and call it self-care. Our idea of excitement has become reaching home early, finding parking easily, or getting good sleep. We don't crave adventure anymore. We crave convenience. Romance turned into shared calendars, friendships turned into occasional check-ins, and dreams turned into background noise we lower the volume on so reality doesn't get disturbed. We don't hate our lives, and that's what makes it confusing. Nothing is terribly wrong, yet nothing feels deeply right either. We're not sad enough to change things and not happy enough to appreciate them. We live in this emotional middle ground where everything is okay, and okay somehow feels unbearable. Social media didn't make life boring, but it made us impatient with reality. We're used to highlights, fast rewards, instant entertainment, so normal life feels slow and underwhelming. When nothing dramatic happens, we assume nothing meaningful is happening either. We've trained our brains to expect constant stimulation, and now peace feels empty instead of peaceful. Silence feels awkward. Doing nothing feels like wasting time. Even rest feels guilty. We multitask while relaxing and relax while worrying. We want excitement, but only if it doesn't disturb our routines. We want change, but not discomfort. We want memories, but without risk. Somewhere along the way, we replaced curiosity with caution and called it maturity. We stopped doing things just because they were fun and started doing things because they made sense. We learned how to survive perfectly, but forgot how to feel alive imperfectly. And maybe the truth we avoid is this: life didn't become boring because it lost meaning. It became boring because we stopped allowing ourselves to fully experience it. We numb ourselves to avoid disappointment, lower expectations to avoid pain, and reduce excitement to avoid exhaustion.
Boredom becomes a shield, a quiet emotional armor that keeps us safe but also keeps us distant. But here's the strange, uncomfortable beauty of it all. Boredom is not the absence of life, it's the evidence of stability. Our ancestors lived on adrenaline because survival demanded it. We live on routines because safety allows it. Our brains are built for danger, but our lives are built for comfort, and boredom is what happens when those two don't match. Maybe zero excitements isn't a failure of life, but a phase of it, where excitement doesn't explode anymore, it whispers. It shows up in small, unshareable moments: a calm evening, a familiar laugh, a quiet realization that nothing terrible happened today. And maybe the real plot twist isn't that life became boring, but that we misunderstood boredom entirely. Maybe it's not a sign that life is empty, but a sign that life is finally stable enough to be noticed. And if one day in the middle of this dull routine, you suddenly feel a strange sense of peace instead of excitement, don't panic. That's not life ending. That's life asking you softly, without drama or noise, to stop chasing sparks and start recognizing the slow, steady warmth that was there all along. Like, subscribe, and we'll meet again in the next episode of Zero Excitements, where we'll make even more boring parts of life so interesting that you'll feel entertained while being bored. Allah Hafiz.